This is Aeon of Strife, a featured contract. We're going to be doing this with no mastery. We have 4 targets in Miami, the thwack mechanics and a unrelated lady. The thwack mechanics have to be killed by an explosion accident, and the lady has to be killed by an explosive device, which basically means any explosive that isn't an accident. So no propane for her. That's going to be a problem. But obviously, we have a bigger problem, which is that we're in Miami, which technically at 0 mastery, you cannot bring a loadout into Miami at all, so we don't have anything. That's fine, though. We won't need anything. We're going to start by vaulting over the wall like normal. If you're trying to sneak into the VIP area or something, just activate the distraction device there and sneak past the woman. We're going to be heading into the security area here. There's some event keys here, grab those for later. Head to the end of the hallway and just kind of go through. Don't worry about the guard at the copier, he's not really paying any attention. Just crawl out the window here and we're in the VIP area. And no one's going to notice or care about us because we are in our suit and they don't know that we're not supposed to be here. And we're going to head for the area here, just as soon as I actually get around the right side of the loop here. And we're going to head down the stairs into a trespassing area where the mechanics and locker room is. We're going to get a key card here. There are other key cards into the pit, but this is just one of the more convenient ones and it's easy to get to. Don't hesitate running up these stairs, I almost got caught. But for some reason it's not illegal to swipe the card, so we're going to do that and go into the Aeon paddock here, or whatever it's called, the garage. There's only one mechanic, so we'll knock him out. However, when we cause the accident later, guards may come in here in order to get to the area where the explosion was, so we are going to go ahead and hide this guy's body. You don't need to take as much effort as I'm putting into this to do this. You don't need to actually put him in a container, but this will ensure that he absolutely cannot be found, so we'll just do that to be safe rather than sorry. Now we are in the disguise that we need to actually kill all the targets. However, we will be trespassing once we enter the thwack garage here. There's a 4th target that I just noted with the instinct there. He goes from kind of outside the front of the garage area near the car out front into the thwack lounge area, gets a drink, and then he comes back. Right now he's on his way back, and he's actually almost back. It doesn't take him very long at all to get back, but sometimes he does wander away. We want to get them all together. It's possible to get them separately, but this is just simpler. I'm trying to be careful here because I do want to get him without making his friends turn around, but I think we're pretty much good here. As long as we throw it into this corner, he should eventually come over here. Because I kind of moved the other body there, he shouldn't see it. Now, as it happens, I believe he will spot me, or maybe he didn't, I can't tell. But it shouldn't matter, he's a target, so target spotting you shouldn't matter. Just make sure no one else sees him, close the door right away, and just drag him to the pile, wherever that's going to be. I prefer over here because I can close this door, and after I attract somebody, make sure you do close this door, though, if you're putting the bodies over here. You can also move them to the other side of the car, something like that. Just wherever you want to put them. They'll all die in an accident, so their bodies will get found, but it won't matter. There is a 5th mechanic right there. Don't knock him out. His body would just get found by people responding to the explosion, and he's never going to notice the explosion anyway until it's already too late. He's not going to turn around until they're all dead. So, pile everybody up. And there's an octane booster. Grab one of those. We're going to need that for another target. Well, we're actually going to need it for this target. We're going to use 2 octane boosters. So what you need to do is throw the propane so that it starts leaking, and just kind of have it be near the pile. And we're going to take an octane booster, and we're going to throw it kind of over to the right of that support column. It should blow both itself and the fire extinguisher, and that should set off the propane, as long as it's leaking. So that'll kill all 4 targets with an accident. We kind of threw the octane booster far away to avoid that, and we're going to come back in here to the Aeon garage and get another octane booster because we do need to kill the other target with an explosive device. Fortunately, the explosion from an octane booster does count as an explosive device. The other option would be you can go into the guard room that we passed through and get the car bomb out of there, but the car bomb is pretty loud and kind of just annoying to get the combination for, so we'll just grab one of these. So the final target is over here. She's in one of those photo booths. There's a huge crowd around her, but we can track her without that being a problem. Open this door with the event key. Since you're using a key, it's not illegal, so no one will care, even though we're trespassing back here. And just kind of throw a wrench right at where she is on the other side of the wall, and she'll start coming over here. We'll just hide back here. And as soon as she's past the door, we'll throw a wrench at her to knock her out. Close the door. Now drag her over towards this waste bin. And we are going to blow her up, but then we're going to hide her body before we get out of here. That way there's no chance of her being found. This is not an accident, so you're going to have to be careful with that. Now, throw the booster kind of near her. It will have a big explosion, so it will kill her. Don't worry about that. Just dump her, and then immediately clear out of here, blending into the crowd as soon as you can, just in case any guards come by. And just head for the exit. A little complicated, just because of the target separation and one of the targets kind of wandering and having to knock a lot of people out, but with no real equipment, there's not a lot we can do about it. We didn't even have a silenced pistol to set off the propane normally, so just had to deal with it. You could, of course, also use an unsilenced pistol if you wanted to knock out a guard at some point or something like that, but again, not really necessary. The octane booster will set it off just fine. Just don't throw it too close to the body pile or the booster will kill them, which you don't want.